So hello there guys, how you all are doing? I hope you all will be doing fine. So we are again back and this time with a brand new series on LeetCode questions. So we come across a lot of DSA problems that we find difficult to tackle up with, and even if we are able to solve it, we are not able to properly understand it. This was the problem that I used to face when I was preparing for companies. So basically that's why I thought ki why shouldn't we start a playlist for people so that they can easily understand the topics, theories as well as the proper way to approach the problem in all time complexities. So this will help you guys not only to approach a problem efficiently as well for people who have already solved these questions to efficiently revise them once more. In this playlist, we will have all the questions starting from arrays, going through all the way to strings, linked lists, trees and all. And in each of the topic, when we begin one new topic, I will add an initialization video that will tell you what the data structure is about, what are the syntaxes, what is the memory layout and all those stuff, so that you will understand the theory before going to the problem itself. And this is the first topic which we are going to start, that is arrays. And one request, if you are new to Rejoin Tech, kindly subscribe it, like the videos, comment whatever suggestions you have, and I hope and I guarantee that it helps you a lot in your interview preparations as well as college placements and all. Moreover, it motivates me a lot. So let us meet in the video. So let's quickly start our topic. So this is our topic and memoranda for today, that is arrays introduction, in which first of all we'll go through usages, like where are the places we should be using arrays, what are the scenarios and use case in which array must be used prior to any other data structure. Next we'll go on with the memory layout of array, how it performs and what are the ways it is stored and what are the stuffs that we need to keep in mind while considering its iteration and all. And lastly we will tackle the syntax, how we can initialize it, how we can fill values to the array. So coming up next with usages. So if we talk about usages of array, so first of the stuff that comes in our mind is common iteration. So anything and everything that has similarity between them and are multiple in number can be stored in array. For example, this is a room temperature. I mean, this is not probably room temperature, but yeah, this is set and collection of room temperature, and they all are temperatures. So they have a common shared stuff, that is key, they all are temperatures. So these kind of data structures can be easily stored in arrays. Moreover, if we have something like shopping cart, Amazon, when you go and add to cart and keep on adding stuff to cart, so it will be like one you added shoes, then second you added guitar, something like that. So it is kind of again contiguous and you are adding items, going on adding items. So this can also be an example of array. Moving on, we have following and followers ka section in our Instagram, in which we have followers and following, in which they show number of followers you have and numbers of following you are do. When you click on it, it will show you profile photo as well as name of that person in a contiguous manner, 1 2 3 4. So this can also be an example of array. And lastly, stock market की data भी अपन store कर सकते हैं array में, because that is also kind of a contiguous data. Loss है तो it will go on in loss and again then in kind of profit stuff. So loss का एक अलग array बना देंगे and profit का एक अलग array बना देंगे. So these all are kind of examples of common usages of array. There are a lot many, but हाँ, all of them follow contiguity of some sort. So now we come across memory layout of array. That is kind of the most important topic out of these all topics we have. So while considering memory layout, we have four things to keep in mind. First of all, contiguous allocation. So what is contiguous allocation? So for any other data structure, we can see कि they allocate memory randomly. Like अगर एक block memory के यहाँ पे allocated है, so second block will be allocated somewhere else, third block will be allocated somewhere else, fourth somewhere else. This can be a effective example of linked list, जिसमें कि memories ऐसे जुड़े रहते हैं nodes को लेके. So this is kind of random memory allocation which we don't follow in arrays. So arrays we have contiguous memory location. So अगर आपका पहला element 10वें location पे है तो दूसरा 14वें पे होगा, तीसरा 18वें पे होगा, ऐसे करके होता है. Now moving on, data type का size. So basically while talking about what is data type का size, so this is our use case example. Int has a size of 4 bytes, character as size of 1 byte. If we consider double, so it will be of size of 8 bytes. Why we are talking on that, we'll get to know later. Then we have a base address. So base address is the address on which the array got initialized, on which it has the first element. So that is very important to know the base address. I mean, that is not important for us, but yeah, that is important for compiler. Now lastly, we have indexing. So what is indexing? It's just like kind of a bookmark. So this element is stored in which place of memory? So its index is 0. This is stored where? So 1. This is stored where? So 2. So this is index of array. That what is the page number on which this stuff is stored. And index are, again, as you know, the array's contiguous memory location data structure. So indexes are also contiguous. And always remember, indexing in array always begin at 0. Now moving forward, why we talked about base address, indexing and data type size. So there is a formula. How I said ki first is stored in 10, second is stored in 14, then on 18. So 10 to we already know ki that is the base address. Now to decide what will be the address of next element, we have this formula, that is location of ith element where I is index is equal to base address plus I into size, where I is again index and size is data type size. So for example, अगर अपन को इसका एड्रेस निकालना है तो what will do, this is the fourth. So location of fourth is equal to base address which is 10, जो first element का base address है, plus I which is 4 again into size that is 4. 4 क्योंकि integer का size is 4 bytes. So this will come out to be 10 plus 16 that is 26. अब अपन काउंट कर लेते हैं 10, 14, 18, 22, उसके बाद आता है हमारा 26. So this is the formula on which we can know कि on what particular index we have what address. So this is how array is stored in memory. Contiguous you need to remember always because this is the only word that describes array's memory location. Now lastly we have syntax. So I am talking here in terms of Java, but they are nearly same in C as well as C++. So let's begin. So in Java, first of all we need to write type, then these two brackets, then variable name. A can be anything, apple, ball, whatever you want, but always remember meaningful variable name should be there, not like कि कुछ भी नाम रख दिया. New is a keyword जो कि always data structure initialization में use होता है Java में. Type is again the same type that we were talking about here, and n here is size. So यहाँ पे मैंने already mention कर दिया है keywords का क्या meaning है. So this can be demystified as int a is equal to new int of 5. So ये क्या होगा, it will create an array a that will have 5 memory locations and इसका जो साइज है वो 5 है, एंड हम इसमें कोई भी डेटा वैल्यू स्टोर कर सकते हैं जो कि इंट होना चाहिए. इट शुडंट बी एनीथिंग एल्स देन द टाइप मेंशन्ड 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the array A we have. This is the dynamic initialization because during initialization we are not telling ki what elements we are going to store. Stuff as in data structure तो हम बता ही रहे हैं कि इसमें integer store होगा, but कौन से integer store होंगे that we are not disclosing there. So this was dynamic initialization. There is one more initialization that is static initialization. इसमें क्या होता है कि we are not going to tell the size of the array. Instead we are going to tell all the elements. I mean यहाँ पे हम इसे बता दे रहे हैं कि this is the array which will have E and E. So यहाँ पे 4 है, एक और लिख लेते हैं. So 5 E, यहाँ पे 5 E. तो compiler जो है it will automatically infer कि okay this is a array with 5 as size. And always remember E should always come from this type. If it is integer, E should be integer, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is character, it should be character like A, B, C, D, something like that. Let's quickly go to IntelliJ and see how it works in real time. So we are on our code editor. यहाँ पर हमने already एक folder structure बना दिया so that you guys get the code on my GitHub easily, because after this video we are going to solve some LeetCode questions. So rather than going and searching for codes or copy pasting it from somewhere, you will get all the codes on my GitHub. But always remember, don't copy paste the codes. Try to understand it and then write it in your own languages. So let's quickly go and see what it is doing. So it is the Java ka simple class which we have made, that is array init, which has a main function in it. So first of all, we are creating an array A that is of integer and size is, as you know, 5. Now moving on, this is a dynamic allocation that I have already said to you, because we are telling them ki what is the size but not telling all the elements present in it. So now this is static initialization of array, which is B, in which we are not telling the size but we are telling all the elements present in it. Lastly, we got a character array as well, so that you can see that there is not only integer array but character array bhi hota hai. So this is a new character array that has 5 elements in it, that is named as alpha. अब यहाँ पर क्या है कि we are filling the array with a number that is 3. And why we are doing that? So that you can see that there is a simple function to do it as well. So you can see it here. So this is the call that you can do. Arrays.fill is a method that will fill all the elements of array with a particular number. So this is kind of initial syntax of what array does. So if you want to quickly print what are all the elements as well as their index, let's do that using for int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length. So a dot length is again a method that will give you the length of array rather than hard coding it yourself. Then we'll use this shortcut that is SOUT that gives you system.out.println, and we want to print index is I plus element is it's a of I, right? Because we are approaching the element that is present on that particular index of that array. So a of I is element on ith index of a array. Let's build this quickly and see what we get in our output. So yep, all the elements are 3 on index 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 because we have already done arrays.fill as 3. If you want to take the input personally from user, you can do scanners and all, but I mean that is not necessary to solve DSA problems. So this was all about arrays. I hope so you learned basic values what arrays contain, and these are a lot necessary for interviews because sometimes people ask tricky questions about memory layouts and how can you kind of efficient the array into something else rather than making it array list itself. So there are a lot of tricky questions. That's why we should always run theory first before going to practicals. So this was all about theoretical arrays, what they are, usages, their memory layout, syntax and all. I hope you got the basics clear. If you have any doubts or anything regarding arrays, you can comment it out. I will make sure to reply each and every one of you. Moreover, you will get the codes of whatever I have written on GitHub. I mean, iska itna zarurat nahi hai, but after that we'll be starting the DSA PACE course. So you will get it on GitHub. It is there in description. You can check it out. And yeah, that is all about it. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you so much. See you soon.